Hello friends, I am Neeru Sharma and this is my channel Biologics 5. Today I am going to discuss about the central dogma of molecular biology. As we know, the central dogma of molecular biology was proposed by Francis Crick. Who proposed the central dogma? Francis Crick. No. Francis Crick also proposed double helical model of DNA with James Watson. So after giving that double helical model of DNA, he also proposed the central dogma in 1958. He proposed the central dogma. And what it is about central dogma? Dogma means the truth that is discovered by some authoritative person and cannot be challenged. Dogma means the fact which cannot be challenged. Francis Crick proposed this dogma in 1958. It tells us about the gene expression, how the genes get expressed in biological systems. Gene expression. This dogma tells us about the gene expression. As we know, all biological systems like plants, animals, bacteria, all have DNA as their genetic material. DNA. This DNA contains the genes which get expressed in biological systems and give us certain characteristics. Most of the characteristics are present in our genes. For example, in humans, hair colors and skin color and eye color, it's all depends upon this DNA. DNA get expressed through two processes. I think first is get transcribed into the RNA, and then further this RNA get translated into the protein. So the first process by which DNA copies itself into the RNA is known as transcription. And the second process by which RNA translated itself into the protein is known as translation. These are the two molecular biology process: transcription, translation, and one is DNA replication. DNA also replicates itself and make its copy through DNA replication. So the dogma which was described by Francis Crick and proposed in 1958 was about this DNA transcribed RNA and RNA translated into the protein, and this occurs into the unidirectional way. It occurs in unidirectional way. It's the flow of information. It tells us about the flow of information. Flow of information which is present, the information which is present in DNA will flow in this direction. First, as we all know, the DNA is made up of nucleotides and RNA also. So the DNA first transcribes itself into the RNA, make its copy, and then this RNA is translated into the protein. So according to Francis Crick, it's a unidirectional flow of information. It occurs only in this direction. This reaction cannot be reversed. According to central dogma of molecular biology given by Francis Crick, this reaction cannot be reversed. It occurs only in this direction: DNA to RNA and RNA to protein. So up to the 1970, when the discovery of reverse transcriptase occurs, it can't be challenged. So the exceptions to the dogma, we can say exceptions which do not follow this unidirectional flow of information are exceptional to dogma are viruses. These viruses do not follow this central dogma proposed by Francis Crick. Viruses which do not follow central dogma, exceptional to dogma, viruses. In viruses, as we know, the enzyme present is reverse transcriptase. most of the viruses are DNA viruses, some of are RNA also. So in RNA viruses are exceptions to this dogma. RNA viruses are exception to this dogma. In RNA viruses there is a specific enzyme, reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase which is responsible for formation of DNA from RNA. So in viruses this flow of information just gets reversed. So why this is called that viruses are exceptions to this dogma. So the revised central dogma was like this: DNA, RNA, proteins, DNA replicate, DNA replication, DNA replicate itself through DNA replication, transcription. So here is the one step added to this, one step or 2 or 3 steps are added to this central dogma. So this process by which RNA viruses form their copy of DNA is known as reverse transcription. Normal in other biological organisms there is transcription, and in some viruses there is reverse transcription occurs also. So this RNA get transcripted into the DNA and then further reaction takes place. Some RNA viruses are also auto-replicative. They make their other copy of RNA through their RNA, and this process is known as RNA replication. There are some proteins which are called infectious proteins that are known as prions, which can also replicate themselves, and are infectious protein, cause different disease in cattle, in humans. These proteins also can replicate. So the revised central dogma have some additional steps like reverse transcription, RNA replication, and prion replications. So the dogma which was proposed by Francis Crick was this: it's a unidirectional flow of information. It occurs in unidirectional way. DNA first copied into RNA, and then RNA is copied into protein. But viruses are the exceptional to this dogma, and there are some additional steps added to this dogma, and this is known as revised central dogma. In this revised central dogma, DNA is transcripted to RNA and proteins, and their additional steps are reverse transcription, RNA application, and prion replication. So this is all about the central dogma of molecular biology by Francis Crick and the revised central dogma. So friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and ring the bell if you want to get notified first when I further post my videos. Thank you.